inside the 10. Here he comes. He's got great speed. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. To the air, it's Carr. Fires to the tight end. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Quarterback adapting. He'll pull it down and run.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Wants to throw on third. Grab near the marker. It's Fields. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Looking downfield on first down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And some room to work. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air on second down. Looking to buy time. The run in the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
Well, I know a big question coming into this one was how locked in was this offense going to be early? We've seen offenses throughout the season struggle with rhythm and execution early in games. Not a problem for this offense here. In this game, in this environment, all 11 guys locked in. Great job running, throwing. Execution was beautiful, and they're able to cap off the opening drive of the game with a nice run to get on the board for a touchdown.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Moore to the air. Snagged out of the air. He's past the 30, and he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
Looking to throw on first down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Quickly complete. The Ducks get it past the sticks.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
They'll run it from the gun. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play.
7, Oregon, 0.
So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Moore will throw. Uncorks one. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
And how about that? That's already the third target this guy has had on the opening drive of the game. He is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchups. Even though that one goes incomplete, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
Fourth down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
You know, quarterbacks cannot stare down receivers, especially when thrown over the middle of the field. You've got to look these safeties off. That was going to be a small window to throw into any.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just
grabs it up to 25 in stride. Touchdown, Irish! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he's going to bring this one out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. He can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. The DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Moore to the air. Fires to the tight end. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Ducks are facing third and inches. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Quick release by the QB. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are, sit down. You only need a little bit of yards in this third down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front seven, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
Quick release on the RPO. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Complete to the right. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. And the Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll run it from the gun. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, running back on the move. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. He wants it all. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half. Notre Dame backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost, looking for room on first down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, on offense, this is a tough place to run the football. Back in your own end, the defense is expecting you to do it, and that's why they're loading the box. This is a great opportunity to take a shot.
You just can't go backwards. There he did, and they swarmed him for a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Makes a nice grab at the 25.
The return brings it out to the 32. And the Oregon offense will take over. First and 10.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They'll give it to the back. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Notre Dame 14, Oregon 2.
Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Ducks are in the hurry-up. Quarterback making adjustments. The throw to the outside is complete. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime they were able to generate some momentum, get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. The Ducks started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Trying to punch it in, and they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. They'll send the tight end in motion. Give him 6. Touchdown, Ducks! Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. These corners going to give them some space. Forced out of the pocket. Unleashes one. Intercepted. The defense has set him up.
Well, I love the job by the coaching staff there defensively, matching the personnel of the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring out the extra defensive back, you're anticipating a pass, perfect timing to run that personnel, and you get the pick.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind, but listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. Reads it, fires complete. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They decline the penalty for pass interference, and they'll stand on the results of the play. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Moving out of the pocket. On the move, he fires. Laundry down on the field as the pass is incomplete, but let's see what the penalty is. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. This should be the last play of the quarter. Here's the handoff. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and that'll be the final play of the third quarter.
That's the end of the third.
One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory.
Oregon, 9.
So we open the final period with a third down play. The give out of the gun. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. And the Ducks want to pick up the tempo. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And that just kind of caps off this day. It's been a day with not a lot of rhythm, not a lot of timing, not a lot of guys on the same page, and they weren't right there, and the quarterback throws an INT, and this one is not looking good.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Sets up the screen. There he goes. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll snap it from the 47 on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on 1st down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on 2nd down. He's got it. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. The give as they work on that clock. Headed to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. He'll bring it out. It's Garcia. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. To the ground with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere, and they're able to make a big-time play.
The run from the shotgun. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Unloads quickly. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. They go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow. They don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill. Go get the running back. Get a tackle for a loss.
Catch in the middle. It's Johnson. Turning it on. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42. The Ducks want to move quickly. Quarterback may change this route. A Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Notre Dame! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. Welcome to Corvallis, Reser Stadium, home of the Oregon State Beavers. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the Oregon State Beavers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Beavers will kick it away to start us off. Let's see what he can do with the return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Leaves it with the back. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to try to get it himself. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. The Gamecocks will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
To the air on first down. Steps away to find some room. Just a short pass to the tight end. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
Plows through the defense. And out of bounds right at the 12-yard line. Down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
Man, that used to just drive me nuts. I couldn't stand that. The quarterback drops back to pass, scrambles around. You got me chasing you all over the field, getting close.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
They did a really good job of setting the tone and stringing that drive together. It was a long drive. They needed to convert some specific spots. They did it, and here's how they ended it, with physicality. Punching him in the mouth, opening this game with a statement, and they got the early lead.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Dropping back, it's Murphy. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And back to the air on second down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Clemens. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Now, fourth down.
So on their first drive of the game, they're going to roll the dice a little bit and go for it on fourth down in their own territory. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds on what turns out to be the final play of the first quarter. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period.
Oregon State, 0.
So first down here as they go back to work. He's going to run it. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think.
Oh, he's got some space. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there. The Beavers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Buys a little time. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They're going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too, and that time, that was a great play call defensively.
They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over, a chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. The Beavers will snap it on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Murphy. Got his man quickly. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
The thing I like like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Caught behind the line. It's Walker. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
And the Beavers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
I love that play by the defense there. Hanging back, watching the QB's eyes. Great job in coverage on the back end, and then rallying to him when he decided to go try and run for it himself. And now this defense is set up 4th.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Quick completion on the out route. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. The throw. It's complete on the right side. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to fire. The quick out. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Beavers!
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the 1st half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
Hauls it in inside his 20, and here he comes. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31.
South Carolina offense will take over. 1st and 10.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. To the air, it's Sellers. Dances away to buy time. Throwing on the run. And they won't make the connection, going for the big play.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the 1st half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to escape and breaks into the open. Oh, what a cut! Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Moving out to the right. Fires on the move. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. Just outside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking to throw, it's Murphy. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped missed it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
With the score, South Carolina 14, Oregon State 7.
And the Gamecocks will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
Will take over, first and 10.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Beavers moving quickly to the line. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside the... Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Flips it out on the screen. There he goes. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. The Gamecocks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Might be looking to run. Fires into the end zone. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holders. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Back to pass, it's Sellers. Touchdown, Game. Welcome to John O'Quinn Field in H-Town, home to the Houston Cougars. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Kansas Jayhawks, taking on another team from the Big 12, the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Houston about to kick off to get things underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. it inside with the fullback. Able to run it out to the 28 on first down. Now it's 2nd and 7. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Catch open down the middle. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. And the Jayhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Williams. Still on his feet at the 45. Lots of running room. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Kansas.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Defense playing a bail technique. Running back searching for a hole. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. The Cougars need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to take off. Turns it on at midfield. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. On the move at the 30. There he goes. Touchdown, Cougars. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the 2nd level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The give is to Williams. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Pulls and fired complete. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The Jayhawks will hustle to the line. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting...
Turning it on! They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Well, the defense does an awesome job here with their backs against the wall in their own red zone, coming away with an INT early. That could be a big game-changing type play in this game.
The give to the back. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. The DBs will back off a bit. Second down, they'll go to the air. He'll pull it down. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Working the middle. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. They'll leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to push passes playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Houston trying to say hello to the end zone in this red zone trip. Motion from the wideout. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They feed him again. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Now he's going to break the pocket. Got rid of it just in time.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Cougar!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle.
And the Kansas offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Pulls and fires complete. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. And the Jayhawks want to crank the tempo. Wants to throw. It's Daniels. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. That's caught. It's Pickett. Push down for the tackle. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the first down. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Got him downfield. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. Just enough time to get off one more snap. Looking downfield on first down. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 2nd down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
That keeps the score. Houston, 14. Kansas, 7.
The Jayhawks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Crosses the 30, he's got away. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
Give to the running back.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you can tell just...
The ball squirts free. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
Man, it's so hard to keep a rabbit in the cage, that quarterback, right? He's going to scramble around. He's going to make plays. And when he gets outside the pocket, you're just trying to get a hand on him. How about getting a hand on him, forcing the fumble, and recovering it? Great job by the defense continuing to chase that QB.
Got the quick pass. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And the Jayhawks in the hurry-up.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The Jayhawks line it up with a 1st and goal. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to get it in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Scanning the field, it's Daniels. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Rock Chalk. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time. But when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
From inside the 15, here's the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Connors. At the 40, there he goes. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes a big play.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Avoids. But he can't get away again, and down he goes, and the trickeration is not so tricky. Wants to fire on 2nd down. It's incomplete, and we'll change ends of the field now. Can't wait to see how this 4th quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. He's looking downfield to throw. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's out of bounds well short of the marker, and they'll have to give up the ball. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
And they decided to go for it. They decided to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Williams. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. And the Jayhawks headed quickly to the line. They'll run play action. Zings it complete to the right. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
The Jayhawks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Quick completion on the out. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds, and this offense trying to put something together. Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. RPO complete. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's 4th down. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And the Jayhawks send out the punt unit. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. And this one will be touched and downed at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on 1st down. The short hands, it's Connors. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field. But you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your 2nd and 3rd read some, but we got to stay aggressive.
Caught in the backfield. It's Connors. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the football.
Oh, he's got a chance. Oh, he's got some space. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
It's the 4th quarter. Every second counts, right? It's a one-possession game. We're chasing the QB. He scrambles around, does such a great job getting positive yards, keeping this drive alive. We need to score badly. We've got to keep drives alive like this. Wonderful job.
They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
Timeout on the field, and we've got a dandy all tied up late in the 4th. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Trying to set up the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Well, it's the 4th quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Got out of trouble and throws. This time he's got it.
And they really haven't put the ball in his hands and said, go win the game. Like, it's kind of been balanced, but this offense, down the stretch, this is a great indication for this offense because he's making a play through the air in a big moment. Gonna need more of it.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. And the field goal unit is on the field. The defense uses a timeout, and we are down to 11 seconds left to play. And this field goal might not put the game in the freezer, but it would ice it down pretty good. Second down coming up. DB's right up on the receivers. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. We're getting deep in the game, and this is for the lead. Nerves of steel right down the boulevard on the game-winning chip shot. Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. And there were moments in this game. There were plays to be had and plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the 3 phases on any side of the football. So, David, moving forward, a lot to take away from this game as they try to improve.
A lot to take away and a lot to learn from. I mean, losses definitely hurt. They sting, but a lot of times most teams refocus and they get a sense of urgency now that they got a loss in that column. So watch the tape, watch what you need to improve on, and go attack it in practice.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Ducks will kick it off to get us underway. The returner will field it and bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Offense in an empty set. To throw, it's Aguilar. Unloads it left. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
And you could tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Got it in the middle. It's Hughes. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
Moore will throw. And he dropped it. Just didn't hook the thing all the way in.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
Wants to throw it. Oh, they're after him. Takes a hit as he fires. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
The kick is on its way. And this will push the offense back as they mark it dead at the 10.
That's a great job downing the football, setting your defense up with great field position. A lot of times you let that thing bounce one too many times and it climbs in the end zone, but that was a good job of making sure you downed it and set your D up.
Makes it past the marker. Oh, a lot of space. He's inside the 40. At the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown ball.
Yeah, dude, if I'm a DC, I'm throwing my I'm throwing my hands up in the air. What do you want me to do? I mean, this is unbelievable having a guy this dynamic at the quarterback spot that can take it 50-plus and make it look that easy. You stop it.
And he'll bring it back. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Moore to the air. On the run, still looking. He'll try to do it himself. Keeps it and gets past the chains. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. And the Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up, making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Hughes. At the 35, he's got room. There he goes. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Lofts one high and deep. He's got it on the right. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Tennessee. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Moore will throw. Fires to the big fella. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. One play in this drive, and already out to the 41. It's first down. Offense changing the play. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
You know, sometimes wide receivers are so eager to get upfield once they have the ball. They take their eyes away. You really got to do a good job of looking it in and securing the catch.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Hughes. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. And now on second down for this offense.
That's the end of the first quarter.
Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter.
Oregon 7.
Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Makes a connection. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Ducks are in the hurry-up. The Ducks keeping this defense off balance. They can hit them from a variety of angles, this time going up top.
Yeah, so many things to look at. You know, they've always traditionally gone fast as well in the past at Oregon, but, you know, the quarterback run and the run up the middle and then play-action pass, they keep you guessing a lot, and they make a lot of plays down the field because your eyes are focused on something they shouldn't be focused on.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Handoff from the gun. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small game, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
The inside handoff. And the Ducks are stopped, but not before getting the first down.
And those RPOs can confuse the defense, can cause a little bit of hesitation, and that hesitation was just enough. Hand it off, get the first down on third down.
The Ducks back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll move the tight end. On the run, it's Whittington. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. He's got it on the right. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy. He can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. He cannot get it in, a mere inches away from pay dirt.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, man.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate. It's a fake. The kicker wants to throw it into the end zone. The fake field goal catches the defense with its pants down, and it's going to be a touchdown. Just textbook execution on the fake field goal, and trickeration equals touchdown.
And we saw them practicing this throughout the week, but when are you going to call it? Are you going to call it? Because you got to have the onions to call it in a big moment. They call it, they convert. What a call by the offense.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Defense not showing press coverage. Looking downfield, it's Aguilar. With the catch, it's Staley.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
On the move to his left. Unleashes it on the run. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They're a couple of yards short of the 1st down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Now looking to throw back to the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. Welcome to Corvallis, Reser Stadium, home of the Oregon State Beavers. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Duke Blue Devils, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the Oregon State Beavers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Beavers will kick it away to start. From inside the 15, here comes the return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23.
First and 10.
Handoff to the lone back. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3. They'll go right back to him. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
This running back has been the only guy having Sims touch the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
Here comes the heat. He's moving out of the pocket. It's caught along the sidelines, but he's out of bounds. Would have had the first down if he could have stayed in the field of play.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Now the play fake. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
He'll go out of bounds at the 21-yard line. And the Beavers want to pick up the tempo. To the air. It's Murphy. Pressure coming. There he goes. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
And how about the awareness by this guy on 3rd down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's 3rd. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this first. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oregon State.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football. Now they face 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Moves around to clear up the vision. Makes the grab. It's Moore. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Blue Devils have it with a 1st and 10. used the play fake. Now to throw. Rushes on him. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Let's see what they've got on second down. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Trying to make magic on the scramble. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter.
6-2-0.
First play of the period, first down here. Fires to the big fella. Turning it on. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
The Beavers want to move quickly.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Quickly out to the tight end. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break.
Well, we knew coming into this one the tight end was a big part of this offense, and you've seen it early in this game. They've moved him around. They've thrown it to him in a lot of different ways. Defense is going to have to make some adjustments trying to stop this guy.
Looking to throw, it's Murphy. Good timing on the quick out. On the move at the 30. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Snap in the shotgun. Intercepted to stop the threat. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. And the Blue Devils buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. Power football with the run. At the 15, he's loose. Takes it the other way. He's at the 30. The 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
What a big-time run. He's still running. Over 90 yards. That's one of those when you're running to the end zone, you're looking behind you, you're looking on the Jumbotron to see if anybody's going to catch him, and nobody's going to catch him on that huge touchdown run.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Hankerson. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Beavers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. He'll pull it down and run. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Got a man. It's Hankerson. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
Running backs are wide receivers. They do such a great job nowadays out of the backfield. All you got to do, dump it to him. Get it to him quick, and he'll make the rest happen with his running back skills. But they do so much work with wide receivers in practice that they basically have become wide receivers.
Quickly complete. Oh, he's got some space. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. And the Beavers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quickly to the tight end. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
The Beavers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. To the air, it's Murphy. Quickly complete. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior. Makes a play after the grab.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
They'll go to the air. Touchdown, Beavers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football.
It's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it. Hard-hitting tackle. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Starting to feel a little pressure. Looking down the left side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And that's going to be a tough throw for the quarterback to make, right? He's right-handed, he's rolling to his left, and that throw is going way down the field. So he's not going to be able to get all the velocity he wants. He didn't have the accuracy either, and that's a bad combination, and that's a big part of why that ball was intercepted.
With the catch, it's Walker. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
The #1 goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him, try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
The throw to the outside is complete. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He rifles one deep down the middle. Intercepted. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
These corners going to give these receivers some space. To the air on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Oregon State 12-7.
The Blue Devils will kick it off to start the second half.
Take this one away.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Murphy. Nice move to pick up yardage. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. The Beavers racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll keep it on the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to...
Breaks into the open. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. And the Beavers with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Hankerson. Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks. No huddle offense to the line.
Yeah, and you gotta love those matchups. When you get a running back matched up on somebody else, it's never going to be a cornerback. That's not going to happen. So finding a good matchup, getting that speed isolated, now I'm going to go attack and make some plays.
This is a good example of spacing in the passing game. You get the ball to your receiver quickly and just give him a little bit of space so that he has the ability to turn around and make a guy miss, then go get extra yards.
They just keep firing. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Quarterback extends the play. Escapes the pressure to his right. Throwing on the run. And that was so close to a turnover in the end zone. The defense almost with the huge play.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz. Because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
The Beavers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Quick completion on the out route. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon State. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exit. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Moore. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? off the play fake. The sweet feet buy a little time. Blasted as he lets it go. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. Oh, he would have loved to tack on the big return, but they've got it in the red zone at the 16. Welcome to the home of the Utah Utes, Rice-Eccles Stadium in Salt Lake City. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Oregon State Beavers, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Utah Utes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Beavers will get us underway with the opening kickoff. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Looking downfield, it's Dampier. Now improvising. Gonna try to get it himself. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Wants to throw on first down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
It's nice when a QB can get outside the pocket and break down a defense and take off, but I thought the defense did a really good job of seeing it, understanding where he was going, kind of mirroring him towards the sideline as he rolled out to the right.
Going downfield for the big play. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Got room on the return.
Well, the defense came into this game, guys, knowing that they were going to be tested with the offense throwing it vertically down the field. And you saw it right there on the opening drive. They were ready for it. Great job locating the ball and getting the INT.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking downfield on first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Finds his tight end. Still running at the 40. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Looking to throw on first down. The quick out. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. He might want another play. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Got the quick pass. Touchdown, Beavers! A great catch and run for 6.
This offense is high octane, boy, and you just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. Looking to throw, it's a fake, and the kicker's looking to pass. And the defense drags him down. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23.
First and 10.
This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Thank you very much. That's what the quarterback's thinking on that last play. I think he was even shocked that his receiver was that wide open downfield. He'll take it.
Here's the pressure. There he goes. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and that receiver might have used a push-off to get free. Some hand fighting at the point of the catch will draw the penalty, but this one is going to go against the offense. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Back to throw, it's Dampier. Buys a little extra time. Slings it downfield. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Utah! Extra point here will give them the lead.
Find my matchups out wide. I love a matchup with my wide receiver. I like my guy better than yours. Quarterback finds the matchup. The wide receiver catches the football, takes it into the end zone for 6.
Coming out with it, it's Carr. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. To the air on first down. He'll throw it. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
And these are the mistakes backed up you can't make as a quarterback, man. You've got to protect the football. Big-time mistake. Defense capitalizes and sets their offense up with elite field position.
And the offense is out on the field with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
It's hard in this area throwing over this big defensive line. They've got long arms. You saw it right there, knocking that ball down on 2nd down.
3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now and I'm using my athleticism and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Murphy. Quick completion on the out. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. Final play of the quarter coming. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. He's got an open man. Turning it on. They finally make the stop, and what a fantastic way to finish off this first quarter after that play. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking to throw on first down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives them the ball at the 29-yard line.
Listen, we all want to go back-to-back, but not on interceptions. Come on now, we got to take care of the football. Let's make sure we change something up on the next drive. 2 possessions, 2 picks. Offensive coordinator, get the bullpen warmed up.
Buys a little time with his feet. Trying to escape and get it himself. And this is why a mobile quarterback is a defensive coordinator's worst nightmare. He has just been running wild all day. Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. Buying some time as he moves left. Nice move, creates some space. And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to pass. It's Dampier. He's going to throw deep right side. Hits him in stride at the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Utah!
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Uncorks one to the middle. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
I love the attitude by this team now. You just got a critical takeaway. You're set up in amazing field position down in the red zone. Take a shot. Go right now. Throw it. Don't even wait. There's zero hesitation. Force the defense on the very first play of the drive to have to step up. And the defense did exactly that. If you're on offense here, I don't know. I just throw it again.
Things look great with that field position a few plays ago, but now it's 3rd and 6. Back to throw. It's Dampier. Good timing on the quick out. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
Really nice job there of the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on...
Scores on the sneak.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And here's the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Under fire. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Makes the grab on the right. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. And the Beavers moving quickly to the line. Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly complete. Oh, he's got some space. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. Looking downfield on first down. Using his legs to buy some time. And they almost came up with that pick in the end zone. What a stop that would have been.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
The Beavers will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Murphy. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The give to the fullback. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon State.
Well, let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The extra point is good, and they cut it to a 28-13 game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Snags it at the 30 and still running. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line.
Defense is a lot about communication. Multiple wide receivers on the same side. I got to understand if this guy's going in, this guy's coming out. Not a good job by the defense with communication there.
This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, 1st and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. Tries to do it himself on the draw. Touchdown, Utes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
And he tags on the extra point. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they built this sizable lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Dropping back, it's Murphy. Going for the big play. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. He'll try to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And what a change in momentum. It looked like the offense was going to score points. Not only does the defense pick it off, but a great individual effort on the return, now setting their team up in field goal range to try and steal 3 points before the end of the half.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further. We are just about ready to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wants to change this route. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Wide open downfield. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. The Beavers will hustle to the line.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it
breaks into the open. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. They got the explosive play. Now to finish the deal, it's 1st and 10 from the 12. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense starts with a 1st and 5 after the penalty. To the air, it's Murphy. Flips it out in the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Back to pass on 2nd down. Makes the grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Beavers! Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half, look back.
The fake, and he wants to throw. He makes the grab in the end zone. They must have seen something on film as they turn the fake into the 2-point conversion. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. Looking for an alley from inside his own 20. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. The give to the tailback. Crosses the 40. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Keeps looking downfield. He's going to take off. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. And the Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Sends it back in motion. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with the 1st down at the 31.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one.
Oregon State, 21.
They go back to work in the final period of this one. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He'll get rid of it. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Utah! And the pummeling has started.
Salt into her wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Looking for a man, it's Murphy. Floating away. Lets it fly. He makes the catch. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. And after the big play to start the drive, now 2 straight incompletions, and they need to find a way on third down. Might be changing the route. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Good gain on the return, and this defense. Welcome to Corvallis, Reser Stadium, home of the Oregon State Beavers. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Cincinnati Bearcats, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the Oregon State Beavers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Bearcats will put total leather and will get started. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback.
Will take over. 1st and 10.
Quarterback making adjustments. Dropping back, it's Murphy. Got his man out of the backfield. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Finds the tight end. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Quickly complete. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
A strike downfield. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. And the Beavers want to crank the tempo.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
The Beavers will snap it on 1st and 10. Running the red zone. It's Hankerson. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the first down.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes, but 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Dialed up the... Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. And they thought they could pull off the surprise. Well, the surprise was on them. A stop. Boy, you look smart when it works out, but when it goes awry, you are left to second-guess yourself. Leaves it with the running back. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
And the Bearcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Sorsby. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it. Looking to scramble. He throws into the middle of the field. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Using his legs, it's Walker. They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. And after 1, we're scoreless.
Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. Finding an escape route. There he goes. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. The Bearcats are marching down the field. The give to the back. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
I'll tell you what, you could tell the defense knew exactly what they were doing. They were dialed in, took away the primary target. And then it's on you as an offense. Now I got to adjust. I got to do something different to what they're doing.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
It's good. And that'll put the first point of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. On the run from inside his own 5. He's able to sneak his way across the 20 and steps out at the 21. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Quarterback may change this route. To the air, it's Murphy. The throw to the outside is complete. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll try the run. Running to Green. Turning it on. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, it's so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quarterback running on the draw. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Makes the grab plenty for the first down. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. To the air on 1st down. Quick completion on the out route. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. The Beavers in the hurry up. Might be calling a hot route. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Using the quick game. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. Quarterback sneaking his way, tunneling and burrowing into the line. Sneaks it in.
And they pound the rock. The run game comes through late in the first half when you needed it. Now they take the lead. They take the momentum. That's how you end the first half.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So it's an 80-yard drive. And they finish the deal with the quarterback sneak. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. And the returner will be brought down.
And the Cincinnati offense will take over. 1st and 7.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. He'll do it himself on the draw. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looking to throw at Sorsby. Buying some time. Got his man. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Throwing on the run. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. The Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's not afraid to go deep. And that one sails through the back of the end zone.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He'll pull it down. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And it is still a 4-point deficit.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Oregon State 7, Cincinnati 3.
And the Beavers will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Trying to set the tone with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Back to pass, it's Sorsby. Throws to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Finds his man. It's Caldwell. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. When a defense is in zone coverage, Jesse, they want to react. How do you react to a howitzer coming out like that one?
Not much you can do because this guy's got a cannon. You saw all the eyeballs on defense on that play. They were waiting and anticipating that throw, but when you've got an arm like that, it's going to be tough to stop that curl route.
Bringing the heat. Hit as he throws. It's complete. And not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing, an easy conversion for this offense.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
Well, it looks to me like the offense made some adjustments at halftime. Only 3 points in the first half. But here we go in the first drive of this third quarter. And this quarterback looks locked in. Really nice throw there to pick up the first down.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Safe completion on the screen. At the 20, he's got space. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And the Bearcats have it with a 1st and goal. Now on the option. He'll toss it. Touchdown, Cincinnati! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
It looks like the offense just had the defense confused on that option play. Nobody accounting for the pitch man. The running back able to walk in.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll go out of bounds at his own 10-yard line, and that was hardly the return they were looking for. Yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Toss sweep to the right. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. The Beavers headed quickly to the line.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Looking to the big tight end. Boy, did that one have revolutions on it, but it's incomplete.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Fires to the tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
That's the end of the third quarter.
1 quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish.
7.
So first down, we'll open up the final period. Wants to throw, it's Murphy. Skips away from pressure. Got room to work. Picks up what he can and then slides. The Beavers are moving quickly down the field.
Every possession later in the game means so much more. You start getting in the fourth quarter, one-possession games, QB drops back and makes these first downs. These extra set of downs now become so much more important late in these ball games.
Looking to throw on first down. He's going to fire to the left. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Oh, he's got some space. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Off play action. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
Well, we've seen this defense make plays time and time again in this game. They may have just seen...
Welcome to Faurot Field in Columbia, Missouri, home of the Missouri Tigers. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Kansas State Wildcats, taking on a team from the SEC, the Missouri Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Kansas State about to kick off to get this game started. No reason to risk trying to field. As it skips through the end zone, it'll be a touchback. Making side adjustments here. Wants to go up top on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. And they're not on the same page there. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense. Not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3 and outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4 and out if they don't convert. Catches it, passes, sticks, and still on his feet. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. So Missouri will have to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Edwards. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Kansas stay quick to the line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Strikes first, delivers the punch, and works his way to the 31.
The coaches told us in pregame that they love this back's mixture of speed and power. Listen, he's not the power back all the time, but he's moving so fast that it's hard to get him to the ground.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Man, I love when offenses are not afraid to run the football consecutive times in a row or multiple times in a row. I know everybody wants to air it out, but, man, getting that ground game established, making those linebackers and safeties come up and know that we're going to run the football, I like the way they started this football game.
Johnson wants to throw it. A shot toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's second down.
Oh, man, that's a touchdown. He's in the end zone. He has got to be able to make that catch.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Punts it out of the air. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Pocket breaking down. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas State. You have to wonder what the defense was thinking there. I mean, he just gashed them all by himself.
Boy, and you think quarterback runs sometimes, but you can't think about it all the time, and you got misdirection. There's so many things to look at. The quarterback can throw it, but when you got an athlete behind center that can do that, it's just frustrating. Too many things to try to stop.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Caught in the backfield, it's Coleman. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second.
7, Missouri, 0.
So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. They go to the ground. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense.
Breaks into the open. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Missouri!
And man, that play looked a little bit too easy. Fourth down, big situation. You got to get up on these receivers and make it difficult. He gets the football right away, gets all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
The extra point here would tie the game. Looking to forget the kick. He's going to throw it. He goes out of bounds, stopped short, and the gamble on the fake does not pay off. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking for room, it's Edwards. At the 35, he's open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
One of the things I love about these misdirection-type plays is that you can pull offensive linemen and get extra bodies at the point of attack. So you're setting yourself up with good angles if you execute it properly, David, and you saw it right there.
And saying the word angles means a lot because it's exactly what you do.
Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Johnson looking to throw. They'll run the screen. There he goes. Touchdown, Wildcats. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump starts the offense.
And man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Manning. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Finding open areas. Out of bounds at the 22, and just like that, they're out of trouble.
Well, they dial up a pass play there on first down, and how about the quarterback there? Buys time, he's outside, he's looking for people to get open on the scramble drill, but there's nothing happening, and just a really quick decision to decide to take off and go get another first down now. I mean, you've got the defense on their heels.
Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Wants to go up top. Fires left. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Johnson wants to throw it. Makes the grab. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Rides to the back. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Kansas State.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And he added the extra point. On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. The offense changing the play. To the air on first down. Looking deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Oh, he just misses on the big downfield shot. And I think some people think that's a difficult throw to make, but tell you what, a lot of times you put a little air underneath it and you just trust your guy more than you trust the DB, but it's hard to do when you overshoot your wide receiver.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
And, you know, if you're the receiver there, you just want to know where the sticks are. Maybe extend your route a little bit more so that you know you get the first down after making the catch. 4th and short now. Let's see what they do.
Caught near the sticks. It's Manning. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Under fire. Trying to make magic with his feet. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking to throw on first down. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Kansas State 21, Missouri 6.
Missouri will kick it off to open this second half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll open the second half with a run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Catch in the middle. It's Brown. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the Wildcats really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Johnson looking to throw. Scrambling away. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Hardy. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Trying play action. Finds his man. It's Coleman. He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down. Missouri trying to convert this 4th down. He might want another play. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He's got it. 1st down and more. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Missouri has it ready to go with another 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Intercepted. The defense has set him up. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Great play by the defense there. And listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously had a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this run game, be physical, and not let this guy beat him.
Johnson wants to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The Wildcats come to the line trying to convert on fourth down. These corners going to give them some space. Looking down the middle. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. And he is brought down, but what a way to finish this quarter with the pick. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Using his legs, it's Hardy. He has the first and still on his feet. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. First and 10 coming up. They'll give it to him again. Not much working there. It'll be second and 9. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. To the air on second down. Fires to the big fella. Turning it on. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
They'll snap it from the 34 on first and 10. They'll try the right side. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. Got 3 on first down at second and 7. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. So now it's second and long. Here's the handoff. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They're going to go to the air on third and short. Fires to the big fella. Smashes through the tackle. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
They'll run it on first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Brings up second and goal.
If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Second down, they'll go to the air. Batted into the air near the goal line.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up third down, you've still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
QB decided not to hand it off on that RPO. Defense, great job taking the throwaway, now setting up fourth.
A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He'll set up to throw. Oh, he dropped it, just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. Right back to the well. Looks as if he'll work his way forward and get it up to about the 11-yard line.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and 1.
Oh, he's got some space. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run the counter. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Trying to move them on the counter. Oh, better look out. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late.